Thank you, Ms. Floyd.
Thank you, Miss Floyd.
I love you, and I'm so grateful to know you.
Amy, I am going to miss you. You are one of my best friends, an amazing teacher.
Floyd, I really want you to know how proud I am to have gotten to work with you. Thank you for everything that you did in the FMD room and making sure that our students are taken great care of. We wish you the very best in your retirement.
Working with Miss Floyd has been amazing. She cares about her students. She is an advocate for them, and they are greatly going to miss her.
I want to start with a quote, and it's from Captain Picard from Star Trek. He said, "Time is not a predator. It is a companion that helps teach us about life along the way." Amy, you have been so important where you have been and where you will go. Change is an opportunity, and I cannot wait to see the next opportunity in your life. It has been a pleasure being your co-worker and your friend all of these years, and I can't wait to continue in the future.
Miss Floyd, you have been a great example to me, just accepting of everyone, and you always try to make sure that the kids have the best. You advocate for them, you support them, you love them, and you have done an excellent job for 27 years, and you will be greatly missed, but welcome to come visit very often.
Enjoy your retirement, Amy.
God bless you, Amy. I love you.
Happy retirement, Miss Floyd. Amy, enjoy your life.
Garrard County High School will not be the same without you.
Thank you, Mr. Vance.
Thanks, Dr. Vance.
Thank you, Mr. Vance.
Thank you, Mr. Vance, for all you have done for GCHS.
Mr. Vance, see, 23 years of my life I've known you at the high school, and to say that things are going to be totally different without you is an understatement. I really appreciate you showing me the ropes. I consider you a good friend now, and I hope you enjoy your retirement.
There's been no other greater band director that I could ever ask for. Mr. Vance has always constantly made me continue to drive myself to be a hardworking person.
Mr. Vance has always been an uplifting person, and I love him so much, and I can't wait to see what
Vance is just so passionate about band. My sister was in it for 7 years, and she thoroughly enjoyed her time with Mr. Vance, and so we just appreciate everything you do, that you show all your kids, and we're going to miss you.
You've helped countless students feel like they've had a safe space and a place where they can be creative. I couldn't imagine having a better band director through high school.
It's been a long time, 16 years that I have worked with you in some capacity. Started the first show in 2009, and it's just been fun watching you lead the kids, love on the kids. I've learned so much from you about expectations and having fun and building relationships. It's been great working on shows with you and just having another creative partner just to share the love of the arts and the performing arts. I'm a little jealous that you're leaving us, but it's been great. And the way that you've rallied the community, the way that you have worked with the parents, and you've made the band a great asset to Garrard County.
Mr. Vance, I just want to say how much I have appreciated all the hard work you've done here at GCHS through leading our students.
Mr. Vance has been an inspirational person throughout my 4 years and helps me with my ability in music.
Appreciate all you've done for the school. It won't be the same without you, especially the old man group of the morning. So Dr. Vance, I hope you have a great retirement.
Thank you for always being such an amazing band director, but not only a good band director, but also a good person.
Mr. Vance, you have been a great friend and a true GCHS Golden Lion.
Vance, congratulations on retirement. You will surely be missed. You've meant a lot to the kids, the community, and I know the band will surely miss you.
So anytime you want to check your set and march it back, we'll be glad to have you. Happy retirement, Mr. Vance.
Thank you, Miss Arnold.
Thank you, Miss Arnold.
Thank you, Miss Arnold.
Thank you, Joy, for helping instill a love for music into our children.
It's not every person that you're able to see their passion come out in everything they do every single day. Well, Miss Arnold, she is that person.
You love what you do, you love the children you teach, and you're so excited about teaching music. Just from being in your classroom, it makes me want to stay and hang out and learn from you. So thank you. Thank you for loving our bobcats and making them excited about the world of music.
She always finds a way to make class fun by teaching us new and interesting instruments.
I love it when you teach us to sing.
For the past several years, I've truly enjoyed work as a specials team member. I remember first coming in and you said, oh, it'll be all right. Oh, it'll be all right. When I was having my moments when I was just a little scared and didn't really get involved, but I always appreciate your willingness to just whatever it took to make it work.
I've had the privilege of being Miss Arnold's student and being her colleague. I remember as a student, you know, she had the most fun class. We played the rock passing game. We went to music camp with her over the summer. She took us to EKU for choir recitals. She put music and students at the forefront every single day. Now, working alongside her as a colleague, I get to see her do all of those same things with another generation of kids.
I think Miss Arnold's class is the best because her class is never boring.
We love you, Miss Arnold.
You've always been so mellow and easygoing, and that's mellowed me out in some of my less than mellow moments. I hope that you have a wonderful retirement, and I've appreciated things that you've done, not only as a colleague, but also as a friend. Enjoy it.
Miss Arnold is music in Garrard County.
When it was Joy's time of year to be at CDR, we thought, look, here comes the sun. Because joy definitely brings joy to our lives and brightness, but maybe not as bright as a yellow submarine. But as a specials team, we always had to come together, and many times we had to be flexible with each other. And Joy, your attitude was always the best because you would just let it be.
Miss Joy, through all these years we've worked together, like whenever I've asked you to do something or take part in something, like you just always smile and say, yeah, like I love that. Like there's never been a no. So on top of everything, I guess that sums it up. Like you've always been a great team player, and I really appreciate that because I know a lot of times there's probably times where like, dude, just get away from me, leave me alone, let me do my job. And you never said no, and you could have, but you never did. So anyway, hey, you have a great rest of your time. I'm sure we'll see you around. Happy retirement. Go get them. Woo woo!
Happy retirement.
Happy retirement. We love you, Miss Arnold.
To our May Board of Education meeting. We thank you that have come to be here in person, and we also thank you all that might be on some form of social media. So at this time, if you would, let's pause and have a moment of silence. Thank you very much. I should have called the meeting to order. I'll do that at this time to let you know that 3 board members are present along with the superintendent and 1 student member. So if you're able, if you would stand, join me in saying the pledge to the American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. You may be seated. And we, at this time, I'll entertain a motion to adopt the agenda.
I move we adopt the agenda.
Ms. Davis moved to adopt the agenda. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All right. All in favor, let me know by lifted hand. The agenda then is adopted. And recognition is a little bit different. At this time, we're going to recognize a special group of people, I think.
So we're going to start with Camp Dick Robinson Elementary Archery. So if we can come on over with that group. We're proud of the outstanding dedication, skill, and sportsmanship demonstrated by the Camp Dick Robinson Archery team. Through countless hours of practice, unwavering teamwork, and a deep commitment to excellence, these student athletes have represented our school with pride and integrity. Congratulations to each member of the Camp Dick Robinson Archery team for your accomplishments this season. You've set a high standard and inspired us all with your performance and conduct. We look forward to many more seasons of success and growth. The team placed 7th out of 96 teams in the state tournament with a score of 29.68, and this allows them to move on to the national tournament that was this past Saturday. Because of that, they have now also qualified for the World Championship tournament that will take place on June the 5th through the 7th in Myrtle Beach. We're hopeful to take 15 archers from our team that will represent CDR and Garrard County on the world stage. Right now, Camp Dick Robinson is 5th in the state out of 161 teams, and they're 35th nationally out of 829 teams. So they have 18 archers this year, 12 4th graders, so they'll be back next year, and 6 5th graders who will join the middle school and help them out next year as well. So if you will, at this time, recognize them for a great season. So since they're going to Myrtle Beach, the board's got to approve that in a minute. All right, good luck. Oh, that's exciting. So we have 3 more people that we're going to recognize tonight. And those folks were recognized just a few minutes before the start of tonight's board meeting. They are our retirees for this year, and I'd like to call each of them up at this time, if they will come up. Amy Floyd, Chris Vance, and Joy Arnold. So any year that you have people who retire, you know that you're going to have a gap that has to be filled. But this one's a unique gap, I believe, because you have 3 individuals who play very, very specific roles in our schools. And I would argue that you're seeing a massive change in music education in Garrard County. individuals who've been a part of this for a very, very long time. And if we started telling stories about these people, we would be here the rest of the night. So we're not going to do that to them. They were able to see a video of each of them created by friends and students, and it was a great opportunity for them to hear from everyone else what a tremendous job they've done for us. It's going to be a huge loss for us. Thank you to all three of you for what you've done. We're not allowed to offer them jobs for 90 days. 90 days from now, if they want to come back and do something, we might be able to find a way for them to do that. So again, we hope that you all have the greatest success in the world. When I was high school principal and somebody came in and said they wanted to retire, one of the things I would ask was, are they retiring from something or to something? And I hope all three of you are retiring to something that you're looking forward to. And Ms. Floyd's actually here, having had to leave her second job that she's already got, working for the public library. So that's pretty exciting. So thank you all again.
All right. Item B is site-based decision-making minutes. I hope my fellow board members have had an opportunity to go over those. Item C, I don't think we have any audience comments.
Yes, sir.
Any board member? All right. Superintendent, goal update.
So my goal update's a little different tonight. I wanted to make sure we took a moment to say thank you to Lucian. I don't know if he'll be able to make our June meeting or not, because once summer starts, students have other things that they need to do. But having been the senior representative for us this year, to be in the first position like that has been a great joy for us. And the fact that he got to present something to Mr. Vance was really cool too. It created that opportunity to have that neat experience. So I'd just like to recognize him tonight for being part of this.
His successor been elected yet?
So that was part two.
I'm sorry.
That's good. That's really good. So part two, we have a replacement, and his replacement next year is Claire Weaver. She was elected, and she will move into the position that Ava has had, and Ava will move up to the position of being the senior on the board next year. So we're excited about that. That's all I've got for an update tonight.
Okay.
On the construction update, your bonding potential, as you'll recall, last month we saw a decline in that. You'll be happy to know that that has gone back up to the 13 million amount, and we're hopeful that there will be some stability. Obviously, we don't want to be in a spot where we jump $1.3 million difference from month to month, but it is good to see that it had taken you back to that level, and that's the highest level that you've had for some time. So we'll keep that in mind. There are very few personnel changes. All of the new hires will be in next month, so we'll share that with you at that point in time. And the Hall of Fame announcement is this: on Monday, July 28th, that will be the Hall of Fame induction banquet. The committee has met, and there is a first class to be inducted, and we're excited to share with you all who that is. Will be a press release that goes out. We'll make you aware of that just before the press release. We'll remind people that when you do a Hall of Fame, you can't put everybody in all at once. And so there are some people that we would love to have brought in, but we couldn't do that because you can't do everybody. And we'll also remind everybody that people who are in positions that are part of the district right now, while they may very well be people who will go in, can't at this point. And just so everybody knows, that includes our board members because they are part of that. So we just want to make sure that everybody understands that when they see this first class, again, there will be people say, well, why isn't so-and-so in? And they're usually legitimate reasons. But we've already started looking at the next class. And that's what's fun, is that you're going to be able to do this for a long time. There's a lot of folks who will qualify to be a part of it. And we just wanted everybody to know that the induction will happen on Monday, July 28th. Okay?
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Item 3 is reports, and we've all had an opportunity to look over the treasurer's report. I think you have anything
I don't have anything. If you all are good with that, then
good?
we're fine there.
Bills is presented.
You all received those on a weekly basis. The summary is attached. Anybody who would like to see it, you can see the May paid invoices that we've attached here, and everything's in great shape.
I saw this afternoon our safety inspection went real well.
So we've linked that today just so that everybody knows all 5 of our schools have passed that this year. That's what we want to have happen every year. You just need to know that to the best of their ability, all of our principals, all of our staff do everything they can to make sure our students are safe. And when the safety marshal came in, he agreed. So,
thanks, sir. Item 4 is consent agenda, and unless any board member wants to pull anything out, I'll entertain a motion to adopt it as it is printed.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Okay, motion made to approve the consent agenda. Do I have a second?
I second it, and would like to say always thank you to donations. With the donation to the hospital, always appreciate it.
Yeah. All in favor, let me know by lifting hand. The consent agenda is approved. Item 5 is the action agenda, and item A is to approve acceptance of SFCC offer of assistance for the final phase of the Garrard County High School project.
as you all know, we had hopes that we were going to receive somewhere around $13 million that would have potentially allowed you to start the next phase of high school, which would have been the gym. That did not happen. Instead, you received an offer of an amount of $7.5 million. And while we don't think that that's enough money right now to build a gym, we still need to accept that offer. By accepting that offer, you give an indication that we are still looking to move forward with that. It also means that they will not sweep this money back at this point, and we'll hope that it extends long enough for us to find a solution to what you all are looking to do. We cannot use this money for anything other than what it was targeted for. So I don't want to mislead anybody and think that that's money that's available to be used starting tomorrow. But we do need to accept this so that it stays there. So it's my recommendation that you accept the SFCC offer of assistance for the GCHS final phase.
Thank you, sir. You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I move we approve the acceptance of the SFCC offer of assistance.
Thank you, Ms. Davis. Ms. Davis made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Smith seconded. Any questions? All in favor, let me know by lifting hand. All board members were in favor. Item A is approved. Item B is to approve tentative budget for the 25-26 school year.
At this point of the year, it's a requirement that we move forward with approval of a tentative budget for the next year. We've attached that for you. On your Friday meeting, we gave you an opportunity to review a summary. Ms. Coffey has gone through and looked at all of the items that are necessary and has built the budget based on that. So based on the work that she has done, your all's review of the summary, it's my recommendation that we approve the tentative budget for the 25-26 school year.
Thank you, sir. You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion we approve the tentative budget for the 25-26 school year.
Mr. Smith made the motion. Do I have a second?
I second.
Ms. Davis seconded. Any questions? All in favor, let me know by lifting hand. All 3 board members present approved it. Item B is approved. Item C is to approve salary schedule for the 25-26 school year.
Part of that tentative budget is built around the salary schedule. As you all know, that takes a big chunk of the money that we use. The salary schedule has been built on a proposal of a 5% pay raise for the staff for anyone making more than $20 an hour. If somebody is making less than $20 an hour, our recommendation is that it's a $1 raise per hour for them, which will equate to more than a 5% raise. So nobody in the district would be receiving less than 5%. Some would receive more. That helps with our classified staff being able to try to keep the gap as tight as we possibly can there. These numbers are based on what we feel comfortable with. Based on the things that we are doing, you will finish this year at roughly a 9% contingency. At the end of next year, roughly a 9% contingency as well. So we'll have to pay close attention because we don't want to miss that. But based on that, it's my recommendation that you approve this salary schedule for the 2025-26 school year.
Thank you, sir. You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I move that we approve the salary schedule for 25-26.
Ms. Davis made the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Smith seconded. All in favor, let it be known by lifting hand. All three board members were in favor. Item D is approved. Item E is to approve indirect cost rates for the 25-26 school year.
Let's go back and do D.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I skip one?
Yeah, let's get the D one and then we'll get your indirect costs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not a problem.
Well, I'm in a hurry tonight. Before we get through, we're moving. All right. Put it in reverse. Item D is to approve capital funds transfer request.
Each year, Ms. Coffey comes to you and asks you to allow her to move funds from one pocket into another, and that allows us to do a number of different things. So based on this being a regular occurrence, it's my recommendation that you approve the capital funds transfer for this school year.
Thanks, sir. You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the capital funds transfer request.
Okay, Mr. Smith made the motion. Do I have a second? Ms. Davis seconded. Any questions? All in favor, let it be known by lifted hand. All three board members present voted to approve. Now, item E, approve indirect costs.
Each year, we ask you to approve indirect costs. We don't utilize those. These are costs that could be used for organizations that utilize our school and are not directly part of us. We, at this point, don't do any of that. It would be organizations like the Youth Service Center, the Family Resource Center. We could apply indirect costs to them. There's really no reason for us to do that. That would simply take money out of their hands that could go to our students, so we don't do that. But should we ever need to, we need to have this in place so that we could. So it's my recommendation that you approve these indirect cost rates for the 2025-26 school year.
Thank you, sir. You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I move we approve the indirect cost rates for 25-26.
Ms. Davis made a motion to approve the indirect cost rates. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Smith seconded. Any questions? All in favor, let me know by lifted hand. Item E is approved. Item F is to approve cost per mile calculation.
So this is the adjustment that happens on an annual basis of the amount of money that we're reimbursed for our bus transports on a daily basis. We also use that so that we can determine how much money has to be requested when field trips are going on. So we're asking you to approve this new calculation for the 25-26 year, and it's my recommendation that you do approve the cost per mile calculation for the 25-26 school year.
Thank you, sir. You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion, we approve the cost per mile calculation for District 88 for the 25-26 school year.
Thank you. Mr. Smith made the motion. Do I have a second?
I second the motion.
Ms. Davis seconded. Any questions? All in favor, let me know by lifted hand. All three board members present approve it. Item G is to approve health service agreement with Family Health Care Associates for the 25-26 school year.
Family Healthcare Associates is the organization that provides our nursing services to all of our schools. And each year we have to determine whether we want to continue with them. We are happy with the services that they're providing at this time. They are happy to be part of this district. And based on that, it would be my recommendation that you approve the health services agreement with Family Healthcare for the 25-26 school year.
Thank you, sir. Heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I move we approve the health service agreement with Family Health Care Associates for 25-26.
Thank you. Ms. Davis made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Smith seconded. All in favor, let me know by lifted hand. Item G is approved. Item H is to approve memorandum of understanding with CAFCA for the mental health services for 25-26 school year.
CAFCA has been our primary provider of mental health services at school this year. We have used some other organizations as well. This year, we're asking for you to approve CAFCA as the mental health service provider and as the lone mental health service provider in our schools for the year. If there are exceptions that have to be made, we will deal with those as a one-on-one rather than approving multiple organizations to come in. We have been conducting meetings with CAFCA to ensure that we are doing what they need us to do and that they are doing what that they are doing what we need them to do. We expect that to continue. So based on that, it's my recommendation that you approve of the Catholic Mental Health Services MOU for the 25-26 school year.
Thanks, sir. You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the MOU with CAFCA for mental health services for 25-26 school year.
Thank you. Mr. Smith made the motion. Do I have a second?
I second the motion.
Ms. Davis, second. All in favor, let it be known by lifted hand. Item H is approved. Item I is to approve a contract with Laura Hash for visual impairment services for the 25-26 school year.
The next four items are approval of individuals or organizations that are providing those services for us this year. There's no change to the cost, so that's a plus for us moving forward. So we'll walk you through each one of these, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. We've got people here who can answer those for you. But our first one is the contract for visual impairment services. And it's my recommendation that you would approve of the visual impairment contract with Laura Hash for the 25-26 school year.
Thank you, sir. You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I move we approve the contract with Laura Hash for visual impairment services for 25-26.
Thank you. Ms. Davis made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Mr. Smith, second. Any questions? All in favor, let it be known by lifted hand. Item I is approved. Item J is to approve a contract with Tracy French for orientation and mobility for the 25-26 school year.
This time, this is about orientation and mobility, and it's my recommendation that you approve this contract with Tracy French for the orientation and mobility contract for the 25-26 school year.
Thank you, sir. You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the contract with Tracy French for orientation and mobility for 25-26 school year.
Okay. Mr. Smith made the motion. Do I have a second?
I second the motion.
Okay. Ms. Davis seconded. All in favor, let it be known by lifted hand. Item J is approved. Item K is to approve a contract for occupational and physical therapy with ARC for 25-26 school year.
Again, this is an organization that's already providing the services, no change in costs, so it's my recommendation that we approve the occupational and physical therapy contract with ARC for the 25-26 school year.
Thank you. You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I move we approve the contract for occupational and physical therapy with ARC for
Okay.
25-26.
All right. Ms. Davis made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Smith seconded. All in favor, let it be known by lifted hand. Item K is approved. Item L is to approve a contract with Carolyn Land for Medicaid nursing supervisor.
Ms. Land is currently providing those services for us. It's our recommendation that you approve Carolyn Land for the Medicaid nursing supervisor contract for the 25-26 school year.
Okay, you've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the contract with Carolyn Lane for the Medicaid nursing supervisor for 25-26 school year.
Thank you. Mr. Smith made the motion. Do I have a second?
I second the motion.
Ms. Davis seconded. All in favor, let it be known by lifted hand. Item L is approved. Item M is to approve creation of an exceptional childhood consultant position.
Items M and N are connected together, so I want to make sure that you're aware of that. Anytime we create a position, there is always obviously concern that that's going to be an additional cost. So item N will help clarify that. So item M is to create that exceptional childhood consultant position. We currently have one of those. This would move one of our individuals who's currently working in the MTSS position into that position and would give us, we think, a smoother flow throughout the school year. And because of that, I would recommend the approval of the creation of an exceptional childhood consultant position beginning with the 25-26 school year.
Thank you, sir. You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I move that we approve the creation of the exceptional childhood consultant position.
Thank you. Ms. Davis made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Smith seconded. Any questions? All in favor, let me know by lifted hand. Item M is approved, so explain item M, please.
Because we're creating that position, it will allow us to transfer an individual from one of our two current MTSS positions. So we'll move from having two of those to one, where we were moving from the exceptional childhood consultant position from one to two. So that's the trade-off. So it's my recommendation that you approve the elimination of one of our MTSS positions.
Thank you, sir. You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the elimination of one MTSS position.
Okay. Smith made the motion.
And is there a second? Yes.
Any questions?
We've got this tag team. You can do that.
Yeah, with only 3 board members.
Good doors.
I can make a motion.
Well, you can second that. I already said
I could, yeah, that's fine. Need to vote. All in favor? Item N is approved. Item O is to approve increase in Medicaid coordinator stipend from $5,000 to $7,500.
So previously, we had asked you to do that with our school psychologists, and we'd like to ask you to do the same thing with this. I've put on the screen for everybody to see that currently this year through Medicaid billing, Garrard County schools will take in about $325,000. That's a pretty significant amount of money, but there's an intense amount of work that goes into this. I think some of you know that in the past it's been difficult to make all of that happen. So when you have an individual who's doing that, you want to make sure that you're doing everything you can to maintain them in that role. And so it's our recommendation that you approve the increase of the Medicaid coordinator stipend from $5,000 to $7,500.
Okay, you've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I move we approve the increase in Medicaid coordinator stipend from $5,000 to $7,500.
Thank you, Ms. Davis made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second
Mr. Smith seconded. All in favor, let me know by this end. Item O is approved, and that brings us to item 6. Wow.
I'll make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
We have a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second? I'll second. All in favor? We're adjourned. Thank you all.
Very good.
Oh, yeah, go on.